الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستهديه ونشكره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فهو المهتد ومن يضلل فلن تجد له وليا مرشدا. وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك ولا مثيل ولا بداية ولا نهاية له. عين العين فلا عين له، كيف الكيف فلا كيف له، ليس كمثله شيء وهو السميع البصير. وأشهد أن سيدنا وعظيمنا وقائدنا وقرة أعيننا محمد عبده ورسوله وصفيه وخليله، بلغ الرسالة وأدى الأمانة ونصح الأمة، فجزاه الله عنا خير ما جزى نبيا من أنبيائه، صلوات الله عليه وعلى كل نبي أرسله. عباد الله، أوصي نفسي وإياكم بتقوى الله العلي العظيم. يقول الله سبحانه وتعالى في محكم التنزيل: إذ قالت الملائكة يا مريم إن الله يبشرك بكلمة منه اسمه المسيح عيسى ابن مريم وجيها في الدنيا والآخرة ومن المقربين ويكلم الناس في المهد وكهلا ومن الصالحين. Praise be to Allah, to the Creator of the world, and I bear witness there is absolutely nothing worthy to be worshipped except Allah, and I bear witness Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is indeed His Prophet and the Messenger to mankind. My dear respected brothers and sisters in Islam, I remind you and remind myself to be steadfast wholeheartedly, to follow the commandment of Allah in all places, in all circumstances. Our topic today is reviewing the birth of Ulul Azm, the man, the chosen prophet of Allah, Prophet Issa alayhi salatu wassalam. The birth itself is amazing. The circumstance, his birth, and his lineage, his background, in itself is a learning school for all of us to follow in the teaching of this great prophet of Allah, Sayyidina Isa alayhi salam. His grandfather and his grandmother, the whole chapter of the Quran is dedicated to their family name, Al Imran, Surah Al Imran. The grandmother of Sayyidatuna Maryam prayed to Allah to bless her with a child. She was asking Allah and offering the dedication service to Bayt al-Masjid to provide services. She thought Allah will bless her with a son, and instead Allah gave her a daughter, which is the mother of Isa alayhi salam, Maryam. Oh Allah, I ask you to give me a boy, but you gave me a daughter. I accept His accepted will. Then she dedicated her to provide the khidmah, the service to the ummah. As she was providing that amazing services, Allah blessed her to be nourished in the family of Prophet Zakaria. Prophet Zakaria nourished her. He was a prophet of Allah. So during this process, to see her background itself is a very clean and amazing nourishment. It is incumbent on us, when Allah blesses us with a child, make sure to feed your child nothing but halal. Make sure to feed your child nothing but to drink halal. So his body, his entire thing will be nourished pure from the sin, so that you will get amazing blessing from thy child. So, the main pillar of the Quranic teaching is three. The scholars sum it up in three segments. Number one, it tells us the history. If you're looking for history, the best form of history is from the Quran. The people before us, the life of Sayyidina Adam, Sayyidina Isa, Musa, Zakaria, Yahya, the beginning of this world, all is learned in the chapter history from the Quran. Second, regulation, do's and don'ts. حرمت عليكم الميتة. Don't eat dead meat animal. يا أيها الذين آمنوا إذا قمتم إلى الصلاة فاغسلوا وجوهكم وأيديكم إلى المرافق وامسحوا برؤوسكم وأرجلكم إلى الكعبين. When you come to wudu, when you want to pray, rules taken from the Quran. How to pray, how to make wudu, how to get married, how. What to avoid is coming from the Quranic teaching. Third, it has a prediction. Things that we haven't seen it yet is going to come. So many things that predicted in the Quran has come, and so many are waiting. So those are the three pillars of the Quranic source of information, which is the best source from everything. So in this life, the Prophet was not alive, alayhi salatu wasalam. He didn't know the circumstance that took place about the Isa, alayhi salam, how he was born, and so forth and so on. The gap between Prophet Isa, alayhi salam, and Rasulullah Muhammad is about 600 years. So when the Prophet, Allah revealed to him these verses, is the following. It's very interesting. The whole details of the birth of the Prophet is summed up. And that's this the following verses that I'm about to recite. Allah revealed to Rasulullah Muhammad the verse, وَاذْكُرْ فِي الْكِتَابِ مَرْيَمَ إِذْ انْتَبَذَتْ مِنْ أَهْلِهَا مَكَانًا شَرْقِيًّا. O the Prophet of Allah Muhammad, mention the story of Maryam. When the story of her pregnancy that about to take place and that took place, and the way she delivered her son and so forth on, mentioned to the Ummah for generation to come so that we will deduce and learn from that experience of what took place then. فَاتَّخَذَتْ مِن دُونِهِمْ حِجَابًا فَأَرْسَلْنَا إِلَيْهَا رُوحَنَا فَتَمَثَّلَ لَهَا بَشَرًا سَوِيًّا. She did a guarded, isolated spot. Then she is encountered in that isolation something she never thought of. A man appeared in her face. A white man appeared in her face. I'm not trying to say white man is an evil or white man is an angel and black man is, or no, don't get into that numbers. It's just the story is a white man appeared in her face. She was scared by herself. And at that moment, she said the following which Allah mentioned. قالت إني أعوذ بالرحمن منك إن كنت تقيا. I seek refuge and protection from Allah. If you guys fearing, please don't come close to me. Because in a very isolated situation, by herself, she found herself in that predicament. The response was, Allah said, while Jibreel responded to her, قال إنما أنا رسول ربك لأهب لك غلاما زكيا. I am a messenger of Allah, been sent to you to give you a son. That doesn't mean the angel is the one who's giving son or daughter or give this sustainment or not. It is Allah, the originator of everything. As any human being will be surprised, he said, what are you talking about? She's talking now, conversing to a man. She didn't know she's conversing with an angel. The angel do come in the form of man at some time. When they do, unlike the human beings, they don't need to urinate, they don't need to defecate, they may appear like a man, but they are not a man. There are angels that took place during the battle of Badr, and the story of the appearance of the angels are numerous. That's not my topic. My topic is just to mention they do come as a man, but when she conversed with him, he replied to her, Angel Jibreel, from what Allah said, قال إنما أنا رسول ربك لأهب لك غلاما زكيا. I'm here to give you a good news, a blessed son. She was surprised and she said, which Allah said, قالت أنا يكون لي غلام ولم يمسسني بشرا ولم أك بغيا. How could I conceive a child? A, I have no husband. B, I am not fornicator. What are you talking about? Where is this child is going to come from? What are you talking about? She was shocked and surprisingly posed this question back to the angel. She didn't know that's what she talking to the angel. The response was, which Sayyidina Jibreel said, Allah said, always say Allah said what Sayyidina Jibreel said. It's not Jibreel's word, this is the word of Allah. It's not the word of Shaykh Salah al-Din, it's the word of Allah. You refer to the source. Allah said what Sayyidina Jibreel replied back to Maryam. What did Allah say? قال كذلك قال ربك هو علي هين ولنجعله آية للناس ورحمة منا وكان أمرا مرضيا. Oh Maryam, this is not something to debate about. There is nothing to debate about. This is from the order of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that our degrees done. It is nothing to negotiate about it. It's done. أمرا مغديا حتما, it is done. Period. It's going to happen. When that order is clear answer given to her, she was caught by surprise. She was literally speechless thereafter. The ulama says the way she got pregnant, Sayyidina Jibreel blow like this, نفخ فيها. By the blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that blessing air entered into her womb and she became pregnant. Now, when she became pregnant, فحملته فانتبذت به مكانا قصيا فأجاءها المخاض إلى جذع النخلة قالت يا ليتني مت قبل هذا وكنت نسيا منسيا. She said, what a devastation. Now, she started to feel like a woman feels during delivery, the pain of delivery. And she said, she saw herself now she's pregnant. She just, in the eyes of her community, she's a blessed woman, clear from all this wrongdoing image. What am I supposed to say to my community? What justification would I say is coming to her brain to the pure woman image that the community have? Now she is a pregnant woman and about to deliver a child. That was her concern for her iman, not for her show off, for her iman and for her Islam. What am I supposed to say to my community? I'm devastated with this pregnancy. To comfort her again, Angel Jibreel coming and send her voice message. What was the message? فناداها من تحتها ألا تحزني قد جعل ربك تحتك سريا. Oh Maryam, don't be saddened. She's hearing the voice of the angel Jibreel, which Allah sent to him. Then وهزي إليك بجذع النخلة تساقط عليك رطبا جنيا. A palm tree that doesn't produce usually fruit. He said to her, Angel Jibreel, to the message, وهزي, just shake it for sabab. Is going to produce a suitable fruit so you can eat. Here is the lesson. We all, under circumstances, sometimes we feel hardship. Some of us, we want a magic to happen with no effort at all. Yes, Allah can give us that effort. But here is a lesson, make your effort. When you're looking for a job, don't sleep in the morning, man. Wake up. Like the Prophet used to do to his daughter. When one time he prayed in the masjid and came back, he saw Fatima sleeping. He took her, she wake up. Ya abati. He told her, wake up. Come. This is the best time to those who are job seeker to make the dua. Defeat the shaitan in the morning. Pray. Fajr, pray. In jama'ah if you can. And make dua. Do the effort. Dress well. Application failed. Move. Move. That movement will produce something for you. If it's not today, it's tomorrow. Make the effort for any given thing that you desire to achieve. Sabab. Allah is the creator of the means and you follow it. That's what Sayyidatina Maryam did. وَهُزِّي إِلَيْكِ بِجِذْعِ النَّخْلَةِ. Allah could have rained for her the fruit she needs, everything she needs, without doing no effort whatsoever. But Allah is teaching us to make a little bit of effort. There is Allah who will bless your effort. In another verse, Allah says, وَأَنَّ لَيْسَ لِلْإِنسَانَ إِلَّا مَا سَعَى وَأَنَّ سَعْيَهُ سَوْفَ يُرَى. Make the effort, man and woman, brother, sister, make the effort. Make the effort. Don't be lazy. Kill laziness. Tie up your seatbelt. Tie it up. Be healthy. Eat right. Work hard. Do the best and work smart. And don't forget Allah, the blessing of all sources that He has. So, when that she did, then the message to comfort Maryam continued. Allah said, فَكُلِي وَاشْرَبِي وَقَرِّي عَيْنًا فَإِمَّا تَرَنِّي مِنَ الْبَشَرِ أَحَدًا فَقُولِي إِنِّي نَذَرْتُ لِلرَّحْمَنِ صَوْمًا فَلَنْ أُكَلِّمَ الْيَوْمَ إِنسِيًّا. To her worry, to her concern, the answer came. Her prayer is responded. Allah told her that blessed water provided her from that desert land. She got the water to comfort her. She got the food that she needed. Secured food and drink, most important element in our life. Third, as for the accusation of the community, Allah instructed her to say, I vow not to speak. Sawman, and I don't speak. She does. In the Sharia of Zakaria alayhi salam, one can make vow at that time, say, I vow, I make nether not to speak. You can. Of the Sharia of Muhammad today, you can. Different rule apply. So, even the government have rules that 20 years ago may have, or 10 years ago they passed a law, this year may be different. 20 years ago may say, the aging, be able to drive is 18 years. 2024, the government, the Congress, whoever they make law, come back and say, no, yes, the kids now mature, they can drive at the age of 16 with this condition. So you go by the new rule. So similarly, the rule of Sayyidatina Maryam at the time was allowed to make vow. She made vow neither not to speak. It was for the reason, for her concern, for the accusation to eliminate the propaganda or the blackmailing, naming, if you will. Then, and that isolation with the blessing of Allah, walking her through her pregnancy, walking her through delivery, Angel Jibreel, okay? And she delivered the blessed son, Isa alayhi salam. فأتت به قومها تحمله قالوا يا مريم لقد جئت شيئا فريا. She carried baby Isa alayhi salam, came now to her people. Initial worry was pregnancy, now actually delivery, carrying the baby boy Isa alayhi salam, who's no father. They know the community, she is not married, is well known. What am I supposed to say? She came to confront her people. The people immediately reacted, saying, oh, Maryam, you came with something very scary. Then they count her lineage and her family status, the way she was nourished. يا أخت هارون ما كان أبوك امرأ سوء وما كانت أمك بغية. Your family is a decent family, a clean family. You've never seen of your family lineage such thing. You are the sister of Sayyidina, family of Sayyidina Harun, Sayyidina Zakaria, all this beautiful family. Where do you get this thing from? Then she vowed not to speak. She pointed out to baby Isa, which is 40 days old. فأشارت إليه. She pointed out to baby Issa, a small boy, 40 days old. فأشارت إليه. قالوا كيف نكلم من كان في المهد صبيا? Are you mocking on us? How are we going to speak to a baby at 40 days old? You say to talk to him. As if he heard the conversation, Sayyidina Isa, Allah enabled Sayyidina Isa in his infancy at the age of 40 days spoke the following, which Allah said. قال إني عبد الله. He didn't say I'm the son of God. He said I am the slave of Allah. قال إني عبد الله. آتاني الكتاب. When I grow up, I become a prophet, I will receive a revelation of books in Injil. آتاني الكتاب وجعلني نبيا. Allah appointed me to the high office to convey His message. He appointed me, I am the prophet, at the age of 40 days. Community was shocked. They were speechless when they saw the miracles in the infancy of speaking Sayyidina Isa in that age. Continue to his speech, those few words. What else did Sayyidina Isa convey? He said, وَجَعَلَنِي مُبَارَكًا أَيْنَمَا كُنْتُ وَأَوْصَانِي بِالصَّلَاةِ وَالزَّكَاةِ مَا دُمْتُ حَيًّا. Prophet Isa in his 40 days infancy said, which I recited the verse which Allah said, what Sayyidina Isa said in his 40 days, Allah blessed me. Yes, he's a blessed son. Yes, he's a blessed Nabi. Allah blessed me. He said, Allah ordered me to pray. Yes, his prayer is like us. Was wudu, was prostrating on the ground, not sitting on the bench, bringing the music. No, that was the prayer of Sayyidina Isa. No, we know it. We know it. We pray 5 times a day. They pray different. Sayyidina Isa time 3, Sayyidina Musa time 2, Sayyidina Adam time 1 prayer a day and night. The detail is different, but the prayer is the way we do, prostrating, making wudu. And they're only allowed to pray in the masjid. That's a specific rule to the people before us. Whereas for us, that has been amended. جُعِلَ الْأَرْضُ لِيَ مَسْجِدًا وَتُرَابُهَا طَهُورًا. The Prophet said, we can pray virtually everywhere except in najasa in the bathroom. So, وَأَوْصَانِي بِالصَّلَاةِ وَالزَّكَاةِ مَا دُمْتُ حَيًّا. So long I'm alive, I am ordered by Allah to pray and to give zakat the way we do. وَبَرًّا بِوَالِدَتِي وَلَمْ يَجْعَلْنِي جَبَّارًا شَقِيًّا. He praised his mother. He said, I'm obedient to her. وَالسَّلَامُ عَلَيَّ يَوْمَ وِلِدْتُ وَيَوْمَ أَمُوتُ وَيَوْمَ أُبْعَثُ حَيًّا. Yes, the day Sayyidina Isa was born was a blessed day. That's why the ulama said, as a dalil to commemorate the birth of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Sayyidina Isa commemorated his birth in his infancy. It's a blessed day of his birth. That doesn't mean we are going to celebrate our birthday and this and that. You can celebrate your birthday and your child's birthday by obedience to Allah. Pray to Allah that Allah bless you on this day your son was born. And there's nothing wrong with it. Give sadaqah on that day. Pray that day, no problem. But don't do it in an Islamic way, too much extravagant spending and all this kind of stuff. Put that money on the child's account for his college. That's what the Yahud do. When the Yahud they have their child is born, they don't bring together and spend extravagant money to celebration of one day. They open an account for that child. Every family member, friends, they deposit the money for that child straight to his account. When that child is grown by the age of 18, he has enough money, will go to good colleges and be productive citizen. And the good stuff we can learn from anybody. So, At any rate, this is the truth of Sayyidina Isa. That's why Allah said in the conclusion of this, after Sayyidina Isa spoke on that childish emphasis age, ذَلِكَ عِيسَى ابْنُ مَرْيَمْ قَوْلَ الْحَقِّ الَّذِي فِيهِ يَمْتَرُونَ. This is the truth. This is the truth about the birth of Prophet Isa, how he was born and so forth, so on. That's it. Nothing to debate about. Some people go above and beyond any intellectual thinking a person have, is coming up with nonsense. This notion that I'm about to mention is started by a man called Paul, which confused the Christianity to what they believe today. He is the one who inserted in their belief system, because Jesus was born in a very miraculous way, he should be the Son of God. He's the one who said this. Not Sayyidina Isa, not the Quran, not the true teaching of Injil. No. He's the one who started this. And they start to adapt it. Yeah. Well, for us it's simple. Prophet Adam was born without father. Prophet Adam was born without mother. In terms of miraculous, Prophet Adam's birth is more miracle than Prophet Isa, if you want to compare in that sense. Yet, we've never called Prophet Adam the Son of God. Furthermore, to justify their argument, they use this. We are all the children of God, they say. We are not the children of God. We are the sons and the daughter of our parents. That's a simple truth. And they say Jesus is the Son of God. No, the truth is Jesus is the Son of Mary. This is a simple fact. You don't need even to think about it. It's a simple fact. You don't need to twist it. Simple fact. Jesus is the Son of Mary, not the Son of God. Period. So, they are the one who inserted this. Then, years later, a man, king of England, James, the King James Version Bible, written by a human being, to get married to a Catherine. It's a well-known fact. I study anthropology. I'm telling you. A woman, Queen of Spain by name Catherine, he wanted to marry to her, the king. His religion restricted him not to do that. You know what? He said, forget about it. He wrote his own Bible. Today it's called King James Version Bible, to get married to that woman. It's a simple fact. In our religion, we say Jesus has nothing to do with the claims of claimers, whether Christianity or otherwise. He is a Muslim. He is our prophet. We love him. We defend him. We follow him. In numerous of his teaching, we have adapted in our Islamic teaching. So, وَالسَّلَامٌ عَلَيْهِ يَوْمَ وُلِدْتُ. Praise be to Allah, he said the day of he was birthed. What else followed? He said, وَيَوْمَ أَمُوتُ. I am going to die, is acknowledged. Yes. He is now living in the second sky. He's going to come down to the earth. He's going to leave. He's going to get married. He's going to conceive children. He's going to live about 40 years. The teaching of Mustafa and the hadith predicted compiled is in there. And he's going to die. That's what وَيَوْمَ أَمُوتُ. He acknowledged he's going to go to die. So he's going to go die. How can you claim he is God? You are worshiping a human being as a God. You see the difference we have? So, and then وَيَوْمَ أُبْعَثُ حَيًّا. He believed in the resurrection. After death, he said, I am going to be resurrected. This is a fact. This is a fact. Yet, those false claimers given a hard time to Jesus in his lifetime. They tried to kill him, persecute him. Why? He was just teaching them nothing but the truth. The Yahud, they plotted to kill him. وَمَا قَتَلُوهُ وَمَا صَلَبُوهُ وَلَكِنْ شُبِّهَ لَهُمْ. They did not kill Jesus alayhi salam. Allah is saying, وَمَا صَلَبُوهُ. They did not crucify Jesus alayhi salam. Allah made one of his followers looking like him. Yes, Allah is capable to do that. If you see a man exactly look like you or like me right now, just imagine this image for a minute. You open second door, you saw the same Sheikh Salahuddin in that room, or you see the same person that you know in next room. Do you have a doubt you saw the same person? I'm asking. You will not have doubt you see the same person. So this is what happened. One of the followers of Prophet Jesus, Allah made him exactly transform, look like Jesus. When they came in to kill, they found him. That is the one, the companion of Jesus is وَمَا صَلَبُوا وَلَكِنْ شُبِّهَ لَهُ means Allah made this person who was crucified in lieu of Jesus was his follower. Whereas for Jesus, Allah has taken him to the sky. He's living now in the second sky. He's going to come down to the earth. So we're going to talk about some other time, more detail about it. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us revive the true teaching of Sayyidina Jesus alayhi salam. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us be on the footstep of Prophet Jesus and Prophet of Allah all the time. أقول قولي هذا استغفر الله لي ولكم فاستغفروه يا فوز المستغفرين استغفروا الله. إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستهديه ونشكره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فهو المهتد ومن يضلل فلن تجد له وليا مرشدا وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ولا مثيل ولا بداية ولا نهاية له عين العين فلا عين له كيف الكيف فلا كيف له ليس كمثله شيء وهو السميع البصير. In conclusion, my dear respected brothers and sisters, I remind you and myself to be steadfast wholeheartedly and follow the commandments of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Sayyidina Issa alayhi salam, in his lifetime propagating and teaching, he recommended the ummah of his nation and thereafter to come. This verse I'm about to recite, I have seen it in the Vatican, Italy. They open it, they put that chapter in there. If they recognize them, would have been narrowed this problem that we have the division between Christianity and Islam, meaning this is what Jesus alayhi salam said. You put it in there, it's an acknowledge this verse that I'm about to recite, they put it in their museum. I have seen it. Allah says in Surah Al-Saf, verse 6, وَإِذْ قَالَ عِيسَى ابْنُ مَرْيَمَ يَا بَنِي إِسْرَائِيلَ إني رسول الله إليكم مصدقا لما بين يدي من التوراة ومبشرا برسول يأتي من بعد اسمه أحمد فلما جاءهم بالبينات قالوا هذا سحر مبين. Prophet Isa recommended the nation. He said, after me there will be a prophet coming. His name is Ahmad, follow him. I am telling you the truth. This is the teaching of Torah and the Injil. If you recognize them, if you recognize the teaching of Jesus, this is what he recommended the Ummah to follow. May Allah help the Christianity to wake up and learn the teaching of the true teaching of Jesus and truly follow him, which is Islam. We are all united in that banner. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive our shortcomings. عباد الله إن الله يأمر إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد اللهم صل صلاة تنجينا بها من جميع الأهوال والآفات وتقضي لنا بها جميع الحاجات وتطهرنا بها من جميع السيئات وترفعنا بها عندك على الدرجات وتبلغنا بها عندك أقصى الغايات في الخيرات في الحياة وبعد الممات اللهم اغفر للمؤمنين والمؤمنات الأحياء منهم والأموات إنك قريب مجيب الدعوات اللهم ارفع البلاء عن أمة محمد اللهم اغضي حوائج أمة محمد اللهم اشف مرضاة أمة محمد اللهم انصر الإسلام والمسلمين واخذل من خذل أهل الدين عباد الله إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. اذكروا الله العظيم يذكركم واشكروه على نعمه يزدكم. أقم الصلاة إن الصلاة كانت على المؤمنين كتابا موقوتا.